Yo, we're live. What's going on?
Oh, just living that Milwaukee pipeline dream, baby.
Yeah.
Saw so much that I was excited about today.
I saw. What about you guys in the chat? What were you guys excited to see, or what were you expecting that wasn't there?
Oh, well, that's a great question. What were you expecting that wasn't there?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I've got. I'm trying to load.
So I'll tell you mine. I expected them to have more of their compact line come out. So I expected like a new M18 compact recip saw, maybe a 6.5 inch saw, more in that line. I expected to see more of that. I was a little disappointed that I didn't, but we're only on day one of a 2-day event, so you never know tomorrow.
Yeah. Looks like we got a couple of members in the chat. We got Lost in the Smoke, and Robert Walton says good evening. What's going on, you guys?
Yo,
Yo.
you gonna just not acknowledge me?
Hell yeah, for a member. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. The members get the shout outs. That's part of being a member. What's up? We got Tools of Souls in the house. He's a member here.
What a great guy that one is.
Yeah, the saws and stuff. We were talking about a little bit earlier. I was trying not to get talking too much about it because, man, I've got a lot of field experience, and I was really expecting something different.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting a smaller battery for starters. And I got some slides here. We got the pictures and stuff.
So you wanted them to do like a 1.7 like the wall.
I wanted them to do like a 2.3 or a Flex got a nail with the 3.5. I'm just going to say that. They're really smart with not going any bigger than that with how big their batteries are because they're 24 volt.
Well, hold on. You say that they've got in pouch cell, they've got a 3.5, a 6, and a 10.
Yeah, 6 is too big. 10's too big.
See, for me, the 6 is the perfect size.
See, for me, if you're going to create a compact tool, that's also a very dense, very big battery for an impact. You can't deny that.
First of all,
this battery right here is very large for an impact to be carrying all day.
Yes.
It's cool. It's a 5. That's great. But 1.7 literally has the same power output as a 5.0 with cylindrical cells. So we've already achieved more power. We don't need more power in our EDC tools. Our everyday carry tools don't need that much power. We're starting to strip out fasteners. You're starting to run screws too fast. You're starting to ruin your bits faster. There's more wear and tear on our accessories than there's ever been because of all this sudden raw increase in power that we do not need as an everyday carry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. It's more about the run time for certain tools than it is the power of the tool.
So
I'm the ultimate power guy.
Yeah. All right, let me see if I can pull these up because I'm trying to load.
I thought I know you're pulling stuff up, so the ones that really caught my eye, they have the line cutter, the speed, or the what do they call it, like the supercharger or whatever, that'll charge a lipo battery 15 minutes to 100%, or 80% or whatever it was. The new high torque impact wrench, those three really caught my eye. The pass-through ratchet
Looks amazing.
The Lyman's pliers, the long face needle nose.
The needle nose look good.
Those all look great to me. Like, I was excited to see all of them. I mean, I'm not really an M12 guy. I don't really find them all that exciting for M12 stuff, but the Passenger Ratchet looked good. That really did catch my eye.
All right, so we can see that, right? We can see that screen.
Yeah,
Let me see.
it's a little SLL small. I'm sure you've heard that before.
Oh my goodness, what has it done? Okay, hang on, because I'm trying to be able to click.
I'm with you.
If I move the screen, does it move the screen on the screen? It does not.
Yeah.
It does, but it doesn't completely mess up my deal. Okay, so now I've got two screens, and now you can't see my whole desktop because we're just sharing.
I'd like to see him come out with a hook pair.
Nice. Okay, so this will work out. I just want to make sure I can see enough chat here. What's up, Joshua Wilson?
Only he put StreamYard on one screen.
All right. What? Oh, really? I could do that. That's not it. Look at that headboard, dude. Look how beautiful that looks. That's great.
Yes.
That's not it either.
I like the uneven gaps.
Do you like the uneven gaps?
That's cool.
That's my favorite.
Rodney Widger is here. Ken C said he wanted to see a snowblower, 36-volt snowblower. Oh my God, that 36-volt backpack blower
We're doing
looked
this.
incredible when they were testing it.
We're doing this. All right, so let's go to the batteries, okay? In no order this is in. So we're going to be... Okay, so we've got the batteries, right?
Yes.
They are the size of pretty much a 5.0 with 12 amp power. That's cool. When do we need 12 amp power in an impact?
Why is it all about the impact? There are other tools out
Okay,
there.
so we got a chainsaw that we're going to use with two hands, right?
Okay.
All right. Why do we need less weight? We're already using two hands.
What about an impact wrench, sir? You're
why
using those for extended periods.
One hand.
A drill you're using for extended periods.
So if
and these are going to be lighter. These are going to be lighter than the standard battery.
No,
we already know that.
No, they dropped the ball, man. They're out of touch with. I just think they're out of touch. No, I'm going to tell you why. Look, I would rather deplete one 3.0 Milwaukee battery for a whole day than have half of a charge of a 6.0 that I've been carrying around all day. Why are you going to want, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like whenever they got a threader. Okay. So let's look at the threader. Like they got small compact tools too. That's cool.
They had already announced the compacts. That's why I was saying I hope they'd have more.
Hang on. We're going to talk about all these.
They're only 4 thumbs up, by the way.
All right. So we've got the 3.0 battery here, right?
Yes.
And I've got the specs here for it. And it is 1.33 pounds.
All right.
Okay. So
and now he's going to go to a 6 amp hour battery and compare the weight.
1.33 pounds. Okay. That is 3.0 power. Sorry, I'm not very good at presenting.
How much power does a 3 amp hour battery give you?
How much power? Equivalent to a 5.0 with cylindrical. Yeah.
And what's a 6 give you?
Well, that's a high output. So we're still talking cylindrical cells.
So what's a 6 give you? What the new 6? What's the equivalent power?
We're getting a 12.
Okay.
When do you need 12 amps of power?
I can think of a miter saw, a job site table saw.
They're already big tools. They're already big tools.
They are big tools. That's exactly, they're big tools.
So you put
any of your high draw tools, you're going to want to run a bigger battery on.
Then put a bigger battery on it.
Or you could just take the 6 and put on there and have it run longer and provide more power all at the same time.
Don't disagree with that, but they could have put stack lithium in the 3.0 shell. and it would have been
Who
amazing.
knows? This is literally their first.
Right,
their
already
first announcement.
dropping the
So,
ball.
they're dropping the ball to you because you
No,
want
it's going to
to
be the track
complain
saw
about it.
all over again. It's going to be the track saw all over again.
The
All right.
amazing Milwaukee
Let's
track saw.
look.
Is that the one you're talking about? The one that
Yeah.
works so well that actually it performs as well as anything Festool makes. That track saw, that's the one they dropped the ball on.
Yeah, do me a favor and read the weight of this battery real quick for a second.
0.7 pounds.
Ooh. So that gives you the power of a 5.0. Okay.
Okay.
That's 0.7 pounds.
Oh, you're talking about the DeWalt.
This is the DeWalt.
The 1.7.
It's still 20 volts. So it's still same playing field. I'm not talking about flex right now. But you're getting the power of a 5.0. So we've already established the power. The power to be, when they release their tools, when they come in a kit, you get a 5.0 cylindrical cell battery. And that's efficient enough for the average person that doesn't want to spend extra on their tools. That's considered their standard of size of battery that they're going to give with all their kits. That's sufficient to finish a day of work or two. Okay.
If you're an electrician and all you're doing is freaking pre-threaded screws, like machine screws. Yeah, you're right. But if you're actually out there and you're building, like, I don't know, let's say you're doing solar and you're going through multiple materials at one time, no, you want more. You're going to actually want a little bit more weight and a bigger size battery on there. You're talking to a guy that I literally told you 1,000 times that the rigid octane hammer drill doesn't even come alive until it's got a 6 in it. And that's one of the heavier drills that was on the market, and it's what I carried in the field with me when I was out there.
But
that was
now,
my favorite hammer drill.
But now you're going to be rocking 12 amps of power.
Even better.
You just said a 6 was enough.
No, what I said is I rocked a 6.
If a 6 is enough to get you through the day, why do we need 12 amps of power? I'm just saying, like, why didn't they go with anything but a 6? Like, why didn't they go with a 5? Why didn't they go with a 2.8? They could have done a 3.7. I don't know.
I can tell you why they didn't go with a 5.
Why didn't they go with a 5?
You see this one?
Yeah.
They got a 5, right?
Right.
Perception.
I guess. Let's look at the 5 battery. Hang on. I've also got the 5 here.
Leave the 1.7 on the charger and boom.
There you go. There's a 5.0.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But Joshua Wilson says that DeWalt should have gone with a 2.5 and a 6, or Milwaukee should have gone with a 2.5 and a 6.
Yeah. Look, especially in the gate, like when you're announcing something, one, you're going with more. So you're already creating more of a demand for materials that you only just started creating. Go on.
I want to make sure I got this straight. So the 3 amp hour high output battery was 1.7 pounds.
Yes.
This one's 2 pounds.
This is 3/10
of a pound for twice the power.
This is
actually 4 times the power.
This is the DeWalt.
Okay.
So this is, hang on. Wrong one. I thought I was looking at the battery for a second. Why can't I scroll through? Do I need to zoom out? Okay. We've reached, okay, there we go. Is that it there? That's the battery kit.
Yeah, Joshua Wilson. I think the 1.7 gives you 5. The 6 in DeWalt, or the 5 in the DeWalt, only gives you 8.
There we go. I found it. I found the one I was looking for.
Milwaukee definitely targeting the DeWalt on this.
There you go. So this is the 5.0.
Yeah.
Stacked. 1.5 pounds.
So lighter than the 3 amp hour Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
battery.
Absolutely. Why are we going backwards? Why are we
Well,
introducing?
hold on.
Yeah.
We didn't go backwards because you didn't bring up the stats on the Milwaukee.
It's freaking heavy, dude. All right, you ready? I'm gonna
How
find
do you know?
because I've
that
got
it's
all the
heavy?
stats. Hang on.
Well, let's see them.
Let's see them. Hang on.
Still wait.
Me too. Okay, gotta zoom in. All right, so here's the comparisons. We've got the red lithium.
1.54.
Where are you looking?
Right where it says weight. 1.54 pounds.
Yeah, red lithium. You're looking at Forge.
1.54 on the red lithium. Let's see. What is the weight? Is 2.04.
It's huge. It's no longer. There's no compactness to it. There's no. It's just big. It's just bulky.
Okay, so it weighs half a pound, give or take more.
Look at the height. See the height?
3.15 inches.
It's just as big as it's a big battery, dude. It's a big battery.
Oh, well, woe's the pity. How much does the 12 weigh? How much does the 12 weigh?
I don't know. The point is, man, if you're rocking a 12, you got a bigger tool. So like that's when you need 12 amps of power. This 6 amps of power is plenty for the chainsaw.
That's right.
So we're just overpowering. I mean, it's great that you've got it, but don't come out of the gate with 12 amps of power when you've only ever needed 6, is my point. It's just out of touch. It's just why would they go that big?
Seriously, I don't know that it's out of touch because look, maybe you don't know this because you're not like doing tool testing all the time.
All right.
But I do the tool testing all the time. Anytime you do not have a high output battery on a Milwaukee, the little girls cry.
Right.
You got a really put a thick though on there or higher. Some of them even saying a 9. That's what they say. And according to all the professionals that watch videos on how to learn tools, by the way, good way of telling us you're not a professional. For all the professionals that watch the videos, they're saying they never take anything less than a 6 out there with them.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. We got some more members in the chat, and we also got some more.
Hoping some extra LED.
We got your boy
right. Ram.
Your boy Ram. Let me see here. We got. Oh, thanks. Yeah, headboard turned out good. Getting out of work. Talking amongst yourselves. We're pretty well caught up now. Kenzie says, I would
like to have seen him put a port there for your phone, like a C port.
Maybe. I think their 5.0 XC is the most popular, so 6 in the size of the 5 in marketing sense. I agree. Look at the weight of these, though, man. You're talking 0.30.
Yeah, 0.34.
A 6 is plenty. It's actually a bigger battery. It's taller. It weighs a little bit less. You get 12 times the power
than the 6.
But let's be honest, dude. Everybody's rocking this right now. Nobody wants to carry a 6. This is the best thing right now.
If you're an electrician,
not just if you're an electrician.
No, because the construction guys do carry bigger.
No, dude, this thing here is capable of burying an 1.125" auger in speed 2, or maybe speed 1. I don't even remember, dude.
But
all the way.
How many?
I want to carry the less weight. I don't care how many.
See?
Till lunch. You get another battery.
Yeah, probably not going to make it to lunch if you're doing heavy. Because look, the way that the tools are designed, the way the batteries are designed, the more torque you're putting into it, the faster the battery is going to drain. That's why the little girls that tell me that a drill won't last as long as an impact driver, well, none of the screws that you're putting in with the impact driver are going to draw that. It's not even going to require power from the drill. Really.
The jobs that all these people think that exist don't actually exist. It takes longer to do that many screws. The only time that you're going to be screwing multiple screws is when you're doing a deck and you're using a screw gun that's designed for it with an extension. You're not going to get on your hands and knees, and you're popping the screw on. It's going zip, 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 zip. So you can't possibly line up a screw exactly where you want it and drive 1,000 screws in the amount of time that you're going to sink that battery before lunch. It's just not doable. We've reached the point to where we have so much power now. We need to make the tools smaller. We need to lower the voltage. We need to use stacked lithium. We need to put the batteries on board on the tool so they physically fit and contour into the handle with the designs that we've got. There doesn't need to be anything else hanging off of these tools. They need to be interchangeable, pop-outable, contoured batteries that fit inside the tool and all the dead spaces that we got, and they just pop in and out, and 3 of them, whatever. There's no more need for any of this bulk. We've reached the point where we've got more power than we possibly need. We can go smaller.
I can tell you from working on solar, from going out on the rooftop where you're making multiple penetrations through a roof, you're also putting in all your racking, you're mounting all of your solar and all that. There's a reason I carried a 6.
And the 6 was enough.
Yeah, and it would still be
Why
enough.
are we going to 12? Right. At 3.5,
No, it's not 6. A 12. In your mind, it's a 12.
You keep telling me that it's a 12.
6 to a 6. It's 12 amp power. That's the difference.
12
it's
amp
a 12 amp hour battery power in a 6 amp hour battery.
Right.
So you're cutting down the size.
We haven't cut down the size. I just showed you. You didn't cut down the size.
For fuck's sake. You're cutting down the size.
No.
Okay, what's bigger, the 12 amp hour battery or the 6 amp hour lithium pouch cell battery?
The 12 amp hour battery.
Ask you that question and make it really ridiculous, you'll follow along.
Okay, so they're almost the same size.
No, you're looking at a 6 amp hour battery.
What did you ask me
about the size of a 12 amp hour battery? Because you're stuck on the 12. Even it's giving you 12 amp hour power. That's what you're stuck on.
No, I get that. The point is,
when I say it's 12 amp hour power in a 6 amp hour battery, you're getting increased power without increased size. And you go, no, it's increased size. It's
no, I get that. Do you need that much power?
Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
No, I disagree. I'd rather rock lighter all day and charge that when I'm done. I would rather have a tool that is performing at its optimal for as long as possible without having to worry about half a pound. Would you rather have one battery that you spend $300 on that if it goes dead, you're dead in the water? Or would you rather have 2 that you're alternating and maintaining properly for half the price?
So wait, let me get this straight. I can only have one or the other, and I have to assume that the one is somehow defective.
At that price, are you going to have 3?
At that price, I mean, did you? Let me ask you a question.
The day it came out,
since you are the lighter is better fella.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for your DeWalt battery?
This was 200. No, it's more than 250. No, it's 250. Right when it came out.
Okay.
Right.
So, according to your logic,
I don't like this battery. Go on.
According to your logic, you didn't run out and buy this right away. You know what I paid for this with a 1.7?
200,
184.
right? 184.
184.
Right.
All right. So, yeah, maybe you buy it on sale. Maybe you just, because that's their intro price. We all know when things come out, their intro price is higher than what they end up being.
Yeah. This
We
battery.
all know that. So you're going, well, let's look at this battery that's just new to the market and it's going to be marketed at $300 when it immediately comes out because supply is low. And let's compare that to a battery that's been on the market for 5 years.
I'm just saying they're going to be over 250. Are they not?
I have no idea. I didn't look at the pricing.
It's going to be over 250.
Rigid batteries get replaced for free.
Actually,
I'm with you, Ken.
It's going to be well over 250 because it's a 6.
It's going to be over 250 because it has the name Milwaukee on it.
So if a 6 lasts you all day previously on the standard cell, why don't we go down and maintain the power of a 6, have a lighter load, and a cheaper introductory price?
Okay, I'm gonna help you out here in a different way. All right, Llama Rep said 199.
Nice.
I would
for the 6. That's pretty good.
I would love to see that at 199. I would. I'm telling you now, my wife would be like, "Can I ride that?" At 199. Welcome back, Llama. It's been a long time. Glad to see you here. Stephen R says 199. Lost in the Smoke says 199.
Nice.
So 199. That's a hell of a deal.
That's pretty good. So we're at $200.
Yep, taking the
6.
$200, and I'm taking the 6.
So you can get 2 3.0s that are how much was the weight in a 3.0, which is enough to get the job done.
BW, Amazon, Texas Southpaw, they all said 199. Dang. Sorry guys, I missed it. Renegade's Garage is here, by the way. Let's acknowledge Renegade. Good channel here on YouTube.
Oh yeah, what's up, Renegade?
And I'm telling you, these Gen 4 tools that they came out with, I believe, were designed with the intent of going pouch cell all along.
Yeah. So 1.33 pounds.
Milwaukee had to answer Flex. This is the answer.
All right. Yeah.
By the way,
yeah.
you
I
also have a couple of 10 amp hour Flex batteries, and I didn't see you complaining about the weight of those.
They're huge, dude. I complained about the 6. I returned the 6.
I didn't hear you complaining about the 10.
It's in a big saw. It could be a 20. You put in a big tool, you already got 2 hands carrying it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You're going to put on a 1-hand tool you're going to carry all day. It just doesn't make sense.
I carried a 7-pound rigid drill it was over 7 pounds with a 6 amp hour battery for years.
That's your problem. That's crazy. Why would you do that?
Never had a problem. It doesn't actually feel that heavy.
Okay.
I still, to this day, when I need to grab a drill or I want to, I built the entire deck out front using my rigid octane hammer drill. I don't even need to touch anything else. It's my favorite.
How do you feel when they come out with a subcompact?
You know what? Again, it's an answer to a question I don't think anybody was asking. So I like that they're coming out with the more compact tools because they're going to be like a midway point for them.
So you're going to put a 3.0 on this, right? Surely.
I mean, you're not expecting power,
right,
out of a compact tool. You're buying these for around the home. You're not buying these for the job site. The compact tools are for the serious DIYer, the homeowner. It's guys that are not in the professional trades. That's what those compact tools are for. And would I buy them? Yes. Would I put a 6 amp hour battery on them?
I'm putting
No.
a 4.6
I have
on
other
that.
options. I have other options to put if I need more power.
That's great.
But you're looking for
Yeah.
the exceptions.
When I think of subcompact, I think of the professional that wants to minimally carry with as much power as possible because it's a premium
Dang,
compact package that is packed as much technology as they can with as much power as they can for as light as they can for the professional. I think that a homeowner should buy the $100 kit with the 2 batteries that's brushed or whatever it is, whatever it might be. I don't think of a compact line for a homeowner.
I do.
So are they just trying to laugh at us now? Because
No,
they're almost the same price, like they're the same weight.
I think they're going to end up getting rid of the brush tools altogether.
Well,
At some point they're going to. Then M12 is going to be for truly kind of that mid-range.
all right.
It could be professional. It could be a serious DIYer. The compact tools will be aimed at the homeowner, the serious DIYer. There's going to be some crossover there. And then the M18 fuel, that's the professional market. I think that's the way it's going to go. Looking for it to maybe replace the brushed and the brushless lines going compact.
Let's see what we got here.
The screwdriver, made in the USA, written right on it.
I want to like
it actually
these really
does look
bad.
like a big improvement over their last ones.
I want to like these really bad. I really do. I'm really excited. I hope this portion here fits my Klein tool pouch.
Yeah.
This I don't think is needed. When you use a screwdriver, that's where you rest your whatever right there as you're turning it. I'm not looking forward to sandpaper. That's where you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't seem like a good idea.
Okay.
I don't know how that's going to help you.
There.
I guess I don't know.
The extra grip there. And this is not like new. They used to do this on screwdrivers back in the day.
Yeah, it's a good reason why
not
they
a new
stopped.
concept.
This reminds me of whenever DeWalt had the chisel with the serrades. And then when you're trying to index your chisel, you were like slowly like sawing off your finger. And then after a while of mortising this thing, I was making that hammer that I've got that's out of that I don't remember what it is. I think it's a beechwood.
Yeah, Joshua Wilson says, here's a question. What's more likely held by a pro, M18 compact or M12? The M12 line is just so big right now. If they expand that compact line, it makes more sense to carry only one battery platform and carry compact tools over having 2 platforms out in the field.
Okay, so this has 1,700 inch-pounds. It's going to weigh 2.3 pounds plus 1 point. That's why I was showing you all these. I was hoping you're going to help me remember. What was the weight of the 3.0 battery?
1.54, I believe.
1.5. So what's the total weight of that? We had 2.3, right?
3.5.
2.3 plus 1.5.
So
3.8.
3.8.
Okay, so we got 3.8 of weight. I thought I had the specs for the M12. It just doesn't make sense to me. Which one, if you're going to get one, you got the same. I've got the impact.
It all depends on the footprint, right? Isn't that what they say? It all depends on the footprint.
Yeah,
that Milwaukee's going to have life. Look, you're looking at it and you're going, well, they're just going to have the 6. Well, we know they're not just going to have the 6.
Right, but why would they come out of the gate with a 6?
Well, because they wanted to. That'd be the easiest answer to that.
I get that.
To come out with the 6 because in the field, when you're not just doing electrical stuff, right? But in the field, concrete workers, guys, I can tell you personally, from looking at a shop, they're putting the 6s on.
Right. 6 is a sweet spot. They could have
Yeah.
gone with a 3.5 with 6 power. That would have been
Internet
sweet.
has been chalked all day. Spectrum decided to do some work back to the first world. The internet catching up on chat. No
We'll
worries.
see you later.
Take it easy, Ren. No, look, the 6 is the perfect spot. If you were going to intro a new line of battery and you said the 6 is the perfect spot.
For power.
For performance.
Well, the 6 is really a 12. So they're introducing 12 amps of power.
No. It gives you the power of a 12. It doesn't increase the amperage of the tool.
Right, but the 6 is already the sweet spot.
And what'd they come out with?
The 6, he's saying the 6 is a sweet spot for the for the high output right now.
Right. So if you've got a bunch of guys out there using a high output 6 and you introduce another 6, take it easy, Jamie. You introduce another 6 that cuts down the weight but increases the performance, everybody's going to want it. It makes sense. It's a 6 to a 6, not a 6 to a 12. It's a 6 to a 6.
I guess.
In 25 minutes to completely charge a 6 amp hour battery. That's great.
That's in there.
Yeah. I was excited.
Okay.
I want
so here's
6.
the
I want a 6 right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That thing's like what, $250, $200? How much is it?
I don't know. But if you're out in the $249 for the two,
yeah,
for the charger, right?
It's a lot.
Look, if you're out in the field though, and you know,
I don't know. 3.0.
No. That's
charge in 15 minutes. You could charge a 3.0 in 8 minutes. You don't need 6. You don't need 6. You don't need it. You do not need it. I promise you. Especially if you can charge a 6 in 15 minutes. Just case in point, dude. Give me a 3. Charge that sucker in 8 minutes. It'll take me 3 days to go through it.
I
can go sharpen my pencil.
Because you're doing machine screws.
No, man. It's not just machine screws.
You're not going through concrete with it. You're not going to tell me that you last all day going through concrete.
Most contractors.
You're not telling me that you're hanging all your conduit with the same 3. You're not telling me, especially if you have to, like in solar, sometimes to do bifacials, we're building docks, we're building carports, we're building decks, we're building pergolas. You're not doing that with a 3.
Hang on. Oh no! I put
just
button. Hang on.
Shaka Gillis says, "I can't give you 6, but I'll give you 3 twice." Way to go, Shaka!
What's up, Shaka? This thing behind me, that headboard.
Yeah,
that headboard. Half of the DeWalt 1.7 on the sander. Just gonna say. You don't need all that power. That's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button.
You're looking at like an isolated incident.
That is also the wrong button. I found it.
You're looking at an isolated incident and you're trying to declare everything based on, I mean, how big is the headboard?
82 inches.
Okay. How tall is it?
7 inches. No, 8.5. It used to be a 2 by 12.
All right. What's up, Panther?
So we hit it with
why it's called the headboard.
We hit it with 60, 120, and then a 400. And then stained it.
I can't see that.
You can't see what? This?
Yeah, that. You need to blow it up, sir.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just sitting here. Hang on. So we've got the 24 volt, which has undoubtedly no more cells because it's 24 volts. 3.5 coming at 1.5 pounds.
Well, there he goes. Jeremy says when he did steel roofs, a 2 amp hour battery lasts him to lunch.
Of course
He's
it will.
using an impact driver for that.
Of course it will. 3.5, 1.5 pounds, and it's 24 volts. WTF, man. That's all I wanted. I wanted a 3.0, a 2.7. It gives you the 6.0 power because you need the 3.0 to really get the umph out of the tools for Milwaukee. I've done enough tests with the 1.7 power stack on the freaking Milwaukee. This wasn't pipeline, dude, but this thing's cool.
What is it, a rivet?
Yeah, so it's a rib nut tool. So it's those threaded hollow anchors that you can put bolts into and stuff for like freezer walls and stuff.
Yeah.
It's completely overpriced, completely unnecessary, dude, but my God, I want one. That thing's it's just perfect because it's guaranteed to work every time. You don't have to worry about taking the dial and doing this and figuring out what the pressure setting is going to be and figuring out the depth of material. You just pop it on there and it just pops it in there. That's pretty cool.
Jeremy says he tried the M12 Impact with a 2 amp hour battery doing roofs and it wouldn't even last an hour.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not what you're saying.
No, that's what I've been saying previously. Not now. The M12 stuff is garbage.
Kansas is saying that Makita is going to get stacked lithium in 2055.
In 2055.
And Joshua Wilson says, I remember when the Makita 9.6 wouldn't make it through the second screw. That's true.
All right, so you're excited about this.
I do like that, the underground cable cutter. I thought that was like they didn't even mention it.
It's not for the average. What this is good for, 5 inches of cutting capacity, dude. That is like a Taco Bell cup. I mean, it's like huge stuff. So if you are in the middle of nowhere and you've got a huge spool that's almost 20 foot tall and you're having to cut the cable, this thing here apparently has a remote control, so you can set this thing up, get it ready to cut, and then go like 50 feet away so you can cut that sucker safely. That's what that's for. Yeah.
Loving it.
Why do we need this? Like it's cool, but look how much this one is. This is the baby one, dude.
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
This is the baby one.
Yeah, it's a complete kit.
This is one cable at a time cutter.
Nice.
What's
the big one go for?
Dude, there ain't no telling.
10 grand?
Yeah, probably.
9 grand?
Maybe 8. Who knows?
I'm telling you what, out in the if I was still doing the Meg, going into like going in before I get to the transformer or whatever, if I need to cut that extra.
No, that's good for fiber, man. That's
I'd want it.
Higher your voltage, the smaller your wire goes anyway. I mean, your 13.2 cable is going to be the size of your thumb.
I don't care. I still want it.
It's pretty cool. The guillotine thing, but give me a Greenlee all day. Tried and true. But yeah, that's how much those things are.
Yeah.
All right, so
that's Klein.
That's the Klein.
I don't know why we got the Klein up there.
And then that's the Klein. So we're looking at this shape here. So this is
oh no, Makita is actually introducing stacked pouch cells.
Oh well, then it's going to start winning,
according to Joshua Wilson. No, it's not. It's still Makita.
No, it's not. This is another tool that this is kind of like the equivalent of a cordless pressure washer.
No, I'm just saying. I broke the news on that the Milwaukee AirPods.
AirPods, nice.
Okay. Oh, come on, the threader. That's cool.
This is cool, but you need so much more equipment to like start threading because you need an oil bucket. You need the
It's got a reservoir right there behind the head.
where it dispenses its own oil.
Looks that way. That's what it looks like behind the head. If you look at the handle,
Let me zoom in.
right, that handle right there. If you go,
Hang on.
you see that black right there? I'm
I
guessing
do
that's
see
an oil
that.
reservoir.
I would hope not.
Big space right in there.
Speed, maybe. That's
I
something.
think the speed is it's a trigger pull. I mean, you don't care about the speed as much on a pipe threader.
I can't imagine that thing dispensing its own oil.
I can. I just did.
Well, you still need a bucket to catch it in, and then you still need to recirculate it. So I don't think
12
that
years.
thing's not going to oil itself. Auto stop technology, kickback, shuts off the tool, die head locking, ejection, side handles eliminate. Now, if it had it would say it in there. That'd be the first thing it said was automatic. Dude, go on Milwaukee.
Oil reservoir, I believe. A little lube never hurt anyone. I'm telling you now. I'm guessing it's an oil reservoir.
Look it up.
Without being in person, I'm going to say that's an oil reservoir back there, and it'll probably need a 1-key grease gun and transfer pump. There you go. No, seriously, I think that is an oil reservoir, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I know you don't like it, but
that would be.
I'm right. You're wrong.
That would be the. It's like that, is it? Someone who's never threaded pipe.
Oh no, I have. That's the problem.
Oh.
Guess what tool I used?
Probably a threader.
I had a rigid pipe threader.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Well, how much pipe have you threaded, man? I've threaded way too much pipe for there to already be an oil reservoir built in that. You still need an oil bucket. You need a recirculator to get the oil back up to it. Maybe not. Maybe you just hold over a 5-gallon bucket. I just don't see this being useful for cordless when you still need an oil bucket. And what is that clamp like a tripod? Is that like hold your pipe for you, or what is that?
Well, if it's like the one on the rigid,
it looks like it attaches to the tool and then that holds your pipe.
It looks like a roller.
Well, it does have a built-in cutter.
That I don't think it'll have a built-in cutter. It might.
Because you could spin the pipe and then you could cut it. Probably not.
Kansas Tools had all kinds of trouble with a transfer pump. Rigid tool,
threading support arm. That's all it is. It's just a threading support arm.
Yeah. I bet they have roller bearings on it.
Yeah. It's a support arm, but it won't cut and it won't.
Cooch, check your phone.
My phone.
Joshua Wilson coming through for you. Check
cool.
Your phone,
I don't want to bring up the internet. That's why I took all these pictures. Too risky. Hold up.
Yeah, you usually put a bucket under the pipe vise to catch the oil metal shaving.
Speed selector, not oil reservoir. Yeah, that's what I figured it was.
Dang.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. So it's equivalent of a pressure washer with the cordless. You still got to get a hose. So you still need you might not need a tripod. So if you're doing like 1 or 2 aluminum rigids, maybe before this thing heats up, but you're still going to need an oil bucket, which is about this big, right? And then you still need to carry all that oil with it. And then you need the hose with the squirt thing. And then you still need a tripod, which weighs like 50 pounds. Or maybe you can get away with a vise, but not really. You probably need a tripod. This is cool and all.
What's the DeWalt equivalent?
I don't even know. I'd have to look it up.
What's the Flex equivalent?
Yeah, dude. Nobody has one.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think so. These look cool. These look good. I like how much reach it looks like they have.
I like the handle.
all these. No, I don't like the handles. All these handles look like they're too wide, and wide handles aren't good. I'm hoping these pictures are just too blown up wide for some reason. I don't know why they do it on their website, but it seems like a lot of their pictures are blown up really wide.
Jeremy says DeWalt has a cordless threader.
Oh, nice. Okay, these are like stupid expensive now. These look cool though.
Yeah,
but I'm not paying $250 for a bag that looks like this, or looks like this freaking Vito knockoff for like $250. I'm not like no.
How much is the Vito?
It's like $250, isn't it? 5-year warranty, Vito.
Yeah,
Tried and true.
I'm with you. I am both agreeing with Cameraman 2, Joshua Wilson, and B-Dub.
Yeah, I'd have to.
They were talking about the threader.
Oh yeah.
And by your logic, a job site table saw would not be useful either. Electricians don't use it.
Oh, I see. Rigicon is great. The advantage being the threader. This is an answer to the question that nobody asked. Like Soul said, I don't think it's amazingly viable. Yeah. By that theory, the job site table site wouldn't be useful either. What else do you need for a job site table saw?
I'm going to introduce you to a new thought here.
Like an outfeed table, I guess.
Not every single trade is electrician. Why
Anybody that's
table saw?
Anyone that's threading pipe needs a tripod and an oil bucket.
Okay.
It's a pipe threader. You have to have an oil bucket
and
some kind of ice.
Take it easy, Rod.
This looks cool. I like the name of it, the Insider.
Yes, I've been in there.
Yeah.
I love that pass-through ratchet. Oh, they call it a box ratchet. Inside her box ratchet.
Nice.
Co-team Belky, sit on a gnome.
Oh man, that's like
most people are actual professionals.
That's crazy.
I know. You know what? What occurred to me is the electricians haven't mastered the broom, but they have an opinion on all the other power tools.
See, the handles look wide here again. I'm thinking it's just their picture.
I think that what is that, a crimper? It's got a crimper on it.
You got a couple of things on it. Yeah, you got a fish tape puller because of this flat right here.
Yeah.
You have a crimper built in there.
Yeah.
And then you got your kind of bolt cutter threaded thing cutter.
Machine screw cutter. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. This looks like it's the same length as the Klein. That was my main worry. They look like they might be cool. I think this next slide's kind of funny. So why don't we wear loose, baggy clothing?
Because we don't want to get caught in shit.
Right. So why are we attaching? I mean, I get if you're on a scissor lift or something.
I think that's just for your bag, man. Or maybe
no, it's for your wrist. Like this is like the new standard. Like
I am never doing that.
So they expect, like, this is why everything's starting to have a hole in it now. Whether or not you think it's a good idea, it's moving that way. That's why I don't have them in here. That's why the tough belts and stuff have landed.
I just wanted to point this out. Joshua Wilson did tell us about that M12 ratchet, which thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, thank you. I've seen
Jeremy. I've seen plumbers and sprinkler fitters
use a manual pipe threader when power wasn't handy. Yeah.
Oh, iron workers have to tie off tools when off ground. That does make sense.
I was under a rule now. Those guys were like the least OSHA compliant that I ever knew of.
Have you ever seen shipbuilders? like
No.
heavy shipbuilders.
Oh,
Yeah, you'll have a new appreciation. The iron workers that are doing that stuff, damn.
oh yeah, all day just
Still,
in
I'll
the heat.
never. Yeah,
See these pictures,
the dice
man.
look
Their
good.
website makes it look blown up. I don't think that they're that wide, and you know
Well,
what
it
I
looks
mean.
like
Like,
they're angled. Yeah, I think they have a
yeah,
pretty good angle, and it's trying to show the angle on them.
maybe that that does not look like a good shape. But then I went to some other pictures, and then they look normal. Like this here, this looks better, but you look at that, and it looks a little bit wider. So if that's the shape of them, that's stupid. But I don't think that's the true shape of them.
Hey, Joshua Wilson has the linemen's. You want to see a pic?
Yeah,
That simultaneous supercharger is awesome, by the way. I like that.
the supercharger
It's a
looks cool.
simultaneous charger.
I want to know how fast that'll charge the standard stuff. You gonna send me a picture?
I don't know. Kansas Tool says got to wear your tools like a necklace. You put a needle nose on a lanyard, and you get into Home Depot for free, from what I understand.
So you can see the contour.
I've also heard that from people that their Home Depots have begun clearancing out a lot of the Klein stuff. Wonder why.
We should try to drag and drop this over something.
Okay. Give it a shot.
I gotta go to the Milwaukee one now. I'm excited to try this out. Oh, the stupid arrow's in the way. Hang on. Snipping tool.
Well, I don't know, Jeremy. Well, we're gonna find out. Yeah,
They look
it's
like
Dollar General in the Klein section.
they look interesting. I don't know. It looks like they're longer from where the handle is, where it starts. Like right here.
You know, I have no background information on this.
I kind of like that. I'm waiting for the picture.
I can't see it up against anything. And if you're just trying to judge two pictures side by side where there's like nothing in the background,
precisely what we're trying to do.
To give us any kind of reference, I don't know what the point of this one is.
Hang on.
This is why I'm here, folks. I'm the voice of reason.
The voice of reason.
He's the voice of I hate Milwaukee. It's damn true.
I think I was let me see here. I'm going to stop this screen.
You go ahead.
Present this one here.
Sorry, I'm getting cramps in my legs still. Trying to work them out real quick. I need those USA made industrial Klein screwdrivers. Okay.
They look good. They look good. I don't like the lanyard loops, man, but I have a feeling the Klein's gonna have to start doing it.
Yeah, I actually like the shape of the Milwaukee handles better. I think you're going to be able to index them a little bit. I would like that if they'd had the finger index at the top.
Yeah, that is nice.
For the overall.
I like how this goes up higher, up on the metal, and it looks like there's more of a curve. You can just clearly see that's where your pinky and your ring finger would kind of sit, and that's huge because when you drop them open like this and you catch them, you usually catch with your pinky or this finger while you're using them. They look pretty cool. This just looks problematic to me.
Oh. It's all right, Mr. Wilson.
Is he going to send a picture?
He can't find them.
Oh, okay.
So Jeremy's saying that the new USA made tools from hand tools from Milwaukee are going to be laser cut, not forged, and wondering about the longevity of that.
Is that a good thing? That's weird. They're gonna laser cut them out of metal.
We're going to find out.
Interesting. Hopefully, it's
That's
better than
what I say
whatever
about
metal
all
they
of
got
it.
now.
That's what I'm going to say about all of it. We won't know until we get our hands on them how any of them are going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm personally looking forward to like that high torque impact wrench when it comes out. I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do. I know you're not.
Yeah, the impact wrenches don't do it for me. Like anything with too much power, it's just
Yeah, I can scare you with just 2 words. Angle grinder. Anyway.
angle grinder.
Yeah. You're an electrician. You wouldn't know about that, so.
Yeah, angle grinders don't really do it for me either.
I told you.
Yeah. Well, most job sites you need a 1 hour fire watch. You use an angle grinder and it's game over. So all this, we're going to use this for that. Like you really can't just be grinding on whatever you want without a hot work permit. So it's not so cut and dry as far as like what you can use. Even the M18 metal cutting saw towards the end of that thing's career, they started making me fill out hot work permits because it was shooting sparks when the blade got dull.
Sure. Well, that just kind of stands to reason, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's why when that cutoff tool came out, and then DeWalt had theirs, and then it's cool and all. I'm sure it's useful, but you can't like the average person. Like if you're doing construction on a job site, you can't take that to work without getting in trouble. So it's good for all these guys that work for themselves. It's good for like DIY and like the average just contractor out there, but constructions, you can't use it.
Big Mike, I'm with you. I can't wait for the new Forge battery. This guy over here.
I'm not excited for the 6. It's too big. I wanted a smaller one with 6 power to put on an EDC like an Impact or even the drill, and then just enjoy it. Like the 6.0 cylindrical cell battery is like perfect right now. It's the best. It doesn't run out during the day. It lasts all day. It lasts on the SDSs. You can core like 6 or 7 3-inch holes in solid brick to put nipples through on one battery, and then turn around and knock out your panel and do it. You can do the whole job on 1.6.
Yeah, putting nipples through through the concrete is the strangest gentleman's club I ever been to. Weak wrist tools. Big Mike, that's what he's into. Weak wrist tools.
Yeah, the DeWalt did destroy the M12.
And the Rigid destroyed the DeWalt. Congratulations.
I don't think so.
It did.
It did with performance and maybe.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but nobody wants Rigid though. Nobody wants Rigid. When they think about what makes it wet, it's not Rigid. I promise you, it's DeWalt and it's Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. Hang on, Joshua texted me. Oh, he's no. Why did you send me this picture? This is terrible. Do you like these Irwins? These Irwins look pretty good, but it's just a sin. At least it's next to a Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Irwins look pretty good though.
They look good, but the Milwaukee.
So like I was saying, look how high that insulation is up there. Not the insulation, but the grip is up there. I do like that. Unfortunately, that's going to get torn up really quickly, just with the nature of whatever you're doing. You've got that all the way in the back of a box. It's going to be the first thing to get torn up. So this area back here being metal will wear a lot longer.
Yeah.
This is 100% going to get torn up, but I do like how high it is. I like the little curve right there where your pinky goes.
Yeah.
That little curve sticking out is going to be like the equivalent of whenever you get on those rebar pliers
Mm-hmm.
and they got that little kick out there. That's
Yeah.
going to be pretty cool.
Oh, cameraman too. No.
And then they are really thin. They look good. It's a good looking pair of pliers.
So just read that. Joshua Wilson said he left the Irwin on the roof for 7 months. He used some of the break it, and his mind was blown.
That's awesome.
I'm just saying. I had mentioned that break it product was unbelievably good.
Yeah, here they are here in his hand. Make sure there's no. They look good.
I don't think I have ever had a pair of pliers fit in my hand like that.
They look good. I might have to order those.
Used a tiny bit. I told you a little bit goes a long way with that stuff.
Yeah, that break it stuff.
Hey, can I whip out my 10?
Yes.
I have a whole tray of them, and not from Harbor Freight, sir.
That's not from Harbor Freight?
No.
Where's that from?
Tractor Supply.
So Harbor Freight copied. Who copied who? Because that's like the exact same set, right?
I think it is the exact same set.
How much was it?
Like $9.
Yeah, that's about right.
If it was even that much, it was pretty cheap. But I just had to take the opportunity to whip out my 10 millimeter sockets.
Well, there you go. All right. So to recap here.
Did we get through them all? Because I didn't see the green rotary laser hammer or whatever. I didn't see the new die grinder.
Yeah, I did not get that many. I ran out of time. I was just screenshotting whatever I could, and then we're literally like a minute late. Hang on.
I'm with you, Jeremy. I still have to test this sucker out.
So you're fully happy with the 6 and not upset that there wasn't a smaller amp hour?
Nope. Not even a little upset. Look, when the DeWalt 1.7 came out, I was like, oh, that's cute. You put it on the bottom of like the 998 or the 999, your tool looks stupid. Like it looks like a 6 foot, 7 foot dude wearing size 7 shoes. It looks stupid. And yeah, you know what? Part of what we do, part of the tool deal, right, is your tool has to look good with a battery on it. That's why people whine about the rigid. The battery's too big, right? Because it doesn't look good with a big battery on there. You said it earlier, subcompact with a regular battery on there. It's kind of like, right? That's going to bother you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, having a tiny little battery on there, no, doesn't thrill me a bit. I think a 6 is the sweet spot. That's what I wanted. That's what I would run. And I don't see why it would hurt anyone's feelings. I think it's great.
Dude, when they finally do, and who knows when they finally come out with a smaller battery,
there you go.
I'll be all Milwaukee, just like that overnight. But until then,
no, you won't.
You're just going to keep rocking the 3.0, which still is enough for the whole day, by the way.
Yeah,
at least to lunch. So, in short, dude, I'd rather have 2 3.0s and possibly have a 3/4 depleted 3.0 than carry around a 6 all day that's going to last for 3 days.
What's up, Jamie? So here's the problem with that. With lithium pouch cell batteries, once you get below that 50% marker on them, your performance begins to sag by an incredible amount, something that I haven't heard any other tool channel mention because, let's face it, they probably don't even know. But once you get to around that 50% marker on a LiPo battery, your performance begins to sag on those to an incredible amount. Even if they came out with a 1.7, a 2.0, a 2.5, what have you, it's just not like it. You're not going to get that runtime that you're thinking. The one advantage that those cylinder cell batteries had is that they could control the power for longer periods of time, the maximum performance for longer periods of time, just having the way that the cells are made and the way they're designed and how they operate. You don't get the performance boost out of them, as big a performance boost out of them as you do the LiPo, but you do manage to get a longer lasting performance at a lower, in some cases, much lower rate. But it carries the same percentage through. A LiPo battery at 50%, you can see the diminishing returns.
I haven't noticed that. I was running the sander and it just stopped. It didn't even go. It just stopped yesterday. So then I grabbed a fresh battery because I think that one was like, it had like a bar or something. And it was like, rah! And then like 5 minutes later, it was done. And then I grabbed a fresh battery and then finished the whole thing with a 1.7 for the whole block. I mean, a sander's pretty demanding, especially when you're putting all your weight on it.
Well, if you're putting all your weight on a sander,
oh yeah, dude, that DeWalt sanders.
Don't do that.
Absolutely amazing.
No, it's firm pressure on a sander.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not all your weight.
Not all your weight, but a good amount of weight.
Well, you said all, and I want to make sure that the people watching, later on, that maybe don't know tools.
Absolutely abusing the tool because we were trying to get into the grooves because we purposely cut a squirrely cut on that headboard back there.
Yeah.
And then I was taking like diagonal cutters and actually lopping chunks out of the wood. And then I had to sand the contours. And by the way, what's really nice whenever you're doing squirrely stuff like that is the sand nets. You played with the sand net yet? From Diablo? Mm-mm. It's got that Velcro backing on it. And then you take that sand net and you pop it on there. That's great because usually I would have to get like a sacrificial sander because I have to worry about messing up my Velcro when you're doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But now that Velcro backing is thicker and you stick it to your sander, it protects your original Velcro. And then you can tear that thing up. And it's just that extra protection for your sander now. Yeah, the sand net's awesome. Yeah, also you get more protection on your sander though.
Yeah.
Yep, same trolling motor, just stops when voltage gets below 12.7, power's consistent. LiPo 4, but not pouch though. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Yeah. Look, I'm not against I'm not against any tool unless it says Makita on it. I'm not against any tool.
Right.
I'm just saying, I've never used those.
Yeah, I don't know. 15 minutes of charge on a 6.0 is insane, which just solidifies why they could have went with the 3.0. Gotten 5.5 to 6 amps of power equivalent and then charged it in 8 minutes. I feel really let down on it. It's a missed opportunity. They could have crammed it in an already 3.0 case. We could have gotten away for maybe $130 for the battery, and it would have been freaking amazing. But instead, we got a large 6, which is good because they're going with the 36 volt now, which they said they'd never do, by the way. So we're going with 36 volt tools with dual battery. So you need more power. We're going with larger tools now, so we almost don't need the MX fuel because they're pretty much getting rid of that line themselves by introducing a 36 volt, which is just a great idea. We're going with jackhammers that you may as well use a cord for because you still need all of the appropriate dust collection devices now per OSHA for silica dust. So you got to have batteries on your vacuum, batteries on your. You got to have a pressure washer now to wash down the thing. It's just completely stupid, dude. There's nothing green about batteries. It's all BS. Everyone is just fooled into thinking they need a bigger battery. It's completely stupid. That's the world we're living in right now. Yeah, that's what I feel. What's your thoughts?
As far as the battery goes, I like it. I want it. I'm going to buy it. We all know I'm going to buy it. Just a matter of when. Probably wait for it to go on sale. As far as like the pipeline event, is that what you're asking me about?
Yeah.
Man, I saw so many tools that are coming out that had me excited. We went through a couple of them. The new M12 jigsaw that's coming out, that looked really good. I really want to get the M12, and I'm not an M12 guy, but I want to get the M12 die grinder, the new brushless one. I use those for my feet, folks. But I want to get that. The new laser looked really, really good, really bright. That's exciting for me.
Do you think that laser is going to outperform Hilti?
I won't know until I see them side by side. I can't say yes. I can't say no. Did it look brighter in the demo than the Hilti? Yeah. But it's also their demo. It's them making their tool look as good as is humanly possible. I don't know how much I can trust that.
Yeah.
I won't know until I see it side by side, until I get my hands on it. I reserve judgment on all tools until I test them out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Less is more. You're only good for so many feet before you start losing 16/7 inch of accuracy. I think we've reached the limit to where you don't want to be shooting that far anyway without some kind of transit line or something. I mean, if you're talking that far, you're talking over 100 feet across the job site. The average room is not that big. I mean, we're just building all this stuff that does so much more than we need. There's a ton of stuff we don't need. It's cool and all. Dude, 15 minutes is insane. Yeah. I remember when the Makitas first came out and it was like 30 minutes for a full charge on a 3. And it was like, damn, that's groundbreaking.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no, not even. This is quick. I think Flex's 3.5 is double that.
Mm.
But that's with their rapid charger, right?
Right. Oh, I'll be honest with you. If you can take something like this and you can get a complete charge on it over lunch, or not even lunch, like within under a half an hour, I gotta say, I don't know that I would ever use anything else.
Yeah. This is my thoughts on this. This is a dense battery. It feels as heavy as a freaking 6 Milwaukee because it's so wide. So in your hand, it just feels bigger because it's just a big battery. This is a big battery.
Why does it not look big?
Yeah, your hands are freaking huge, sir. I would rather have an 8. I'd rather have an 8. that's going to last just as long in the light for most tasks. So you got to be pushing the battery hard. I don't think this 5 is the sweet spot for DeWalt. It's nice and all, but I don't think this 5 is the sweet spot. What's your thoughts?
Well, I have often said, take it easy, Kansas. I have often said that my favorite DeWalt battery is actually the 6 Flex Volt.
Oh yeah, you got the Flex Volt stuff. That's
so
good stuff.
Yes, it is Joshua Wilson. Don't point it out to him because then he'll change it. Anyway, my favorite DeWalt battery is actually a 6 amp hour Flex Volt.
Isn't that the statement supporting Slow's argument?
I've owned them all. I do want to see how this performs. I do want to see how the 5 performs on the tools.
Yeah.
I can tell you the 8 amp hour XR battery didn't thrill me a bit. I didn't see a performance jump of significance on it. And this is quite a bit smaller than the 8. So I dig that. As far as the Milwaukee batteries, I'm looking forward to testing them. As I've said it, I've been saying it since they announced they were going to do pouch cell batteries a year ago.
Yeah.
The 4 stuff was designed with that stuff in mind, with those pouch cell batteries in mind. So I think what we're going to see is that 2904 absolutely just destroy.
Just to reiterate, what was the point you were making before?
I believe it was when you said you'd rather carry an 8.
Oh, for DeWalt. Yeah, no, for like a Sawzall or something like that. But this isn't going to go on an Impact.
Yeah, but an Impact's, so I think you're getting a little confused.
Or even a drill. No,
so
I'm talking about like...
No, a drill I would definitely go with a bigger battery on, because a drill is a higher draw tool, because it can generate a longer, more sustainable amount of power. A Impact is not designed to be doing all of these big tasks that we have them doing. An Impact is designed for small fasteners, where cam out's a real possibility, self tappers, and overly tightened nuts and bolts. People are using it way too much out in the field. They're using it for things that it is not designed for. And when you're using an Impact driver, it doesn't really matter if you have an HO battery on it or not. You're not going to make it spin any faster. You're not going to get a greater amount of power out of it, because it's only got so much it can deliver.
Yeah, we'll have to say that for a different night. Yeah, I don't know, man. Your everyday carry tools, though, man.
Well, bigger battery.
I couldn't disagree more. I don't know, man. I wanted something smaller than a 5.
Six is perfect.
What is it? Power Stack 5, XR8.
Yeah.
I'm all 5.0.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the Power Stack 5. It's lighter. It is smaller, and it gives me as much, maybe a touch more. We're gonna find out. Power. Put it on the whiteboard. No, James.
There's something. Yeah, I'm curious. So once you start trying this out, let me know what you think about it versus the 8. There's something about having it.
I'll go over to my workbench right now, and I will put this on the 840, and I'll put a 4 amp hour battery on the rigid, the 4-mode rigid. And I'm pretty sure Impact to Impact, which one's going to win?
I think the 4-mode will take the Milwaukee at this point, wouldn't it?
No.
The 4-mode rigid.
It's very close. It is very close. I would
Yeah.
say that. It just depends on what battery you have. Like if you, and I did it a while ago where I put a 6 amp hour battery on the Milwaukee and I left a 4 amp hour battery on the Rigid. And that was the only combination that I could get the Milwaukee to win.
Yeah.
And that's the Gen 4 Milwaukee. But yeah, I mean, I could do it to a number of them. And because it's an impact, you're not going to see that big of an increase from these. Because the motor can only spin so fast, that hammer can only hit so fast. Because it's not a constantly draining tool, the battery isn't as big a factor on its performance.
Yeah. Do you own the compact? Yes, I love that battery. No, it's a 4. It's a 4, right? Yeah, it's a 4. That's a compact 4.0, which is actually smaller than Milwaukee's 3.0 in every way. The Milwaukee has superior cells, but the DeWalt has more cells.
Yeah, Llama brings up a great point. Seeing the new 12 amp hour Max or MX are tabless cells, maybe Milwaukee isn't in on pouch cells.
Oh, that might be true.
We're going to find out. The pouch cells are the future, I think.
You notice I don't have any MX, anything on here. What's your thought on MX overall?
Doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't.
I think the oh man, I forgot what the prices of them were. They were insane. Insane. It was like a whole tools cost.
Yeah.
Yeah. The MX battery is $800 to $1,200.
I don't need it. I don't even think about them. I mean, I think that's ridiculous, but hey,
they're gonna have the Milwaukee Mule on the job site here pretty soon, running freaking 120 volts down the.
You and I know two different types of mules.
Oh yeah, the stop and go buggy.
We didn't even talk about that portable power station that they're coming out with, the pack out power station.
It looks okay. It's a lot of what are you going to use it for? It has 36 watts of power, 3,600 watts, and it looks like it'll do 1,800 to 36. So my guess, it might do 240.
Yeah.
So it's all built in. If you take 36, you divide it by. Hang on. Hang on. No, you can't see that. I was going to do the math on it. What are we doing again? It was 120, right?
36 divided by.
Yeah, hang on.
Secondhand Alzheimer's is a pain in the
butt. I'm trying to find the.
You're losing the memory game to the dude with actual Alzheimer's. It's sad. I feel sad for you.
I was trying to bring this up.
Do that.
All right, we got it.
Yeah. 30 amp.
Yeah, I was trying to show you. So with 240, it'd be 15. So we're going to get all 3,600 at 30 amps. And it was, I can't remember how many watt hours it was. It had 2 different batteries that you could attach to it. We're just fighting this gas generator thing hard, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. Because you still need a cord to plug it in. I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know. And then so it's going to be a pure sine wave. Did they say?
I don't know.
So it's got to be a pure sine wave to get the variable speed.
Jamie, I have never used the Ego power station either.
So
I am not a pack out guy, so I'm probably not ever going to get any of that stuff. I'm not out in the
why
field
do that
doing
again?
it any longer, so I don't need any of it. When I was out in the field, we just ran a generator on the back of the truck.
I mean, that'll run a 240 volt something, but then it's only going to have so many watt hours.
I do have a Furman generator sitting in my garage right now.
So let's bring up the EcoFlow. You seen the EcoFlows?
Mm-mm. Just the one you have.
Yeah, but I've got the River. I don't have the Delta, but they're getting pretty crazy now.
Hey, while you're doing that, I'm going to set up the little demo, the rigid versus, or wait, rigid 2. What about the Hercules? If I put the Hercules up against the DeWalt, would that be more fair for everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go get the Hercules, the brushless Hercules, and I'll put it up against the DeWalt 840 with the 5 amp hour battery.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't.
Just remember, you saw this here first. All right, you go. You go play with.
So
Ego.
they were talking about the solar. They're kind of determining whether or not it's going to have solar inputs or whatever. The fact is, you can easily add solar to any of these pretty easily. So I don't see why it would have solar. You'd need a pretty big panel, like 100 watts. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So 100 watt solar panel will do about probably. I know my 8 panels will do an air conditioner off grid at 7 amps all day in the sun.
That's cute.
So the point is, okay, this is not Milwaukee. This is their own stuff, their own technology. So this is probably going to be the cheapest or kind of the cheaper kind of configuration that you're going to find without an extra name brand on it. And we're going to click the 36 watt. Look how expensive this is. $3,199. So, okay, let's go a step back. This is 3,600. Let's go to, hang on. Let's go to this one. This is probably closer to what they're going to have. This is not displayed the same way. Why would they do that?
To upset you.
Yeah, so with 1,000 watt solar panel input, it will charge as fast as 2.3 hours. This one will. And the technology on this and just the way that it monitors and determines how much more battery, capacity you have instantaneously as soon as you hook up a load and stuff is just awesome on these EcoFlows. So 3,400 watts output. Okay, cool. This is going to be pretty close to what it is. So this is $1,800.99. So it's going to have some wheels and be portable on the job site, dude. That thing's probably going to be 2,500 minimum.
Maybe. I don't know yet.
My thought when I heard about it, I was driving in the car and I heard about it. My thought is that it's just going to be ahead of its time. Like, sure, they got to make them and people got to buy them so they can work out the kinks. But it's so far ahead of its time for what we actually need that it's completely pointless, because in 2 years, you're going to have a better one for the same price. I don't know when the right time is to buy. If you want it, you want it. But this is what I would buy if you're looking for something like that.
Is it?
Yeah, these things charge super fast. They're awesome. It's an MPPT charge controller built in.
Does it?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're awesome. And it's LifePo. 10 years of daily use at 80%. Yeah, they're great. Okay, let me check chat. I'm not camping for $3,600, Jamie True. Oh shoot, I'll camp if they paid me $3,600. Yeah. George Ordway, Sweetwater Sound is a place to check price and availability. They have been beating Amazon by $15 to $20 on what I'm looking for the power strips with conditioner. Okay. Pure sound wave is best for equipment electronics. Absolutely. He says hook up or Furman power conditioner. Do I need to look it up or hook up? I think he said hook it up. The Ego power station takes 4 batteries. Does anyone have any experience with it? No. I don't know very much about it other than something they just started offering. We can look at it though. Let's look at the power station.
So I have these two. They're dead level. I got the Hercules. Got the 5 amp hour battery on it. That
I'm trying to get just you in there. Hang on. Bear.
It's fully charged.
This is not working. Hang on.
All you have to do is go to the below the main screen.
I found it. I can never find it.
And I guess it's user error.
Yeah, user error.
And since this one has no speed selector, because it's the 840, right? It's always in the highest speed. It has the 5 amp hour pouch cell battery on it.
Dang, Ken gets a lot of sun where he's at. I charge a Delta 2 and comparable Blue Eddy off a 400 watt panel in 2.5 hours.
You ready?
Yes.
The Hercules still beat it.
The Hercules did beat it.
So.
And the Hercules was slipping. Hey, you guys see the parallax? Hey, do you see the parallax? Don't move your drill. Do you see the parallax? Yeah, do you see that?
The 3 lights?
Yeah. But to turn both lights on for a second. I'll tell you something. Put them back next to each other. Closer. Okay, so you had them at an angle earlier. Too close. Anyway, that parallax where it looks like there's multiple lights is what I see every day without my glasses on, by the way. I thought you guys would want to experience the keratoconus that I have.
All right. I just had to do that one live.
Yeah. How long you think that Harbor Freight one will last?
You know what? It is actually I've opened it up.
Yeah.
All right. Let me zoom out here. I've opened it up. Build quality between it and the DeWalt are pretty close.
Yeah.
So, but a couple of things with that 840. Not powerful at all. It's okay. It'll get the job done, but it's only okay. Sorry. I don't know if you guys could hear me, but it's only okay compared to other impact drivers. I'm been saying it for a long time. DeWalt does not make a good impact driver.
Yeah. Well, we know that.
So when I opened up that Hercules, and I mean, very similar moldings, the wiring is virtually identical. So when I opened it up and I saw that, I was like, okay, I can expect about what I'm going to get life-wise out of a DeWalt.
Okay, so how much was that one?
The Harbor Freight Special.
Yeah.
I got it when it was brand new.
It came with a 4 though, didn't it?
Like $120 with as a kit, something like that.
Comes with a 4.
I don't remember what battery it came with, but I actually want to say it's a 5 amp hour battery. No, actually, I take it back. That was my fault. I take it back. So everything they're doing is piecemeal at Harbor Freight. So it's the tool, battery, and charger all separate. So for a 5 amp hour battery, the charger and the tool, I was in $140, $150.
That's not bad.
So no, that's when I got it, and that $99 for the DeWalt. And I know that DeWalt fanboys, as soon as I do that, they're gonna cry. But it is just what it is. And that just goes to show you that the impact driver does not get as big a boost out of those batteries as a higher draw tool.
That was with the 5, right?
With that Power Stack 5, yeah. First time I run the Power Stack, by the way.
What'd you think of it?
Is okay.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
You can't tell on an impact driver. At least I can't. On a drill, all I have to do is listen to the motor.
Yeah, it feels a lot like the 4.0, where it gets like real fat.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of that. So I am glad that Milwaukee went down, and not wide. So I can definitely appreciate that.
Joshua Wilson, that was with the Power Stack 5 on that impact driver.
Yeah. So you've got the rapid charger too for that, right?
Yeah.
It charges so fast.
Mm-hmm.
That 5. I mean, by the time you put it on the charger and you get your job site back organized or whatever you're doing, grab your tape measure and get a pencil and go grab a drink, figure out what you're going to do next. I mean, it's ready to go again. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem that I have. If I show, like if I do a video and I show that DeWalt getting handily beat by a Hercules, right?
Yeah.
All I'm going to get is I'm a hater and I'm an idiot and I'm doing whatever wrong with, because that's what they do. But I have consistently said it since the day I started my channel, DeWalt not make a good impact. I would take their impact over a Makita, obviously, but there's probably 5 different lines of tool that I would go through before I picked up a DeWalt.
Right. This is what Ken has. I think these are linkable too. Are these linkable, Ken?
It looks good.
Oh, have you seen mine like up close? Do you want me to show you?
Just the one that you showed us that night on
the
live.
Yeah, man, they're freaking awesome. I actually need to do more videos on this.
So it's got 220 amps.
Does that have 240? I thought it had 240.
It's got a 9-volt down there.
For some reason, I thought the Delta 2 had 240.
Yeah, Southpaw, believe me, put it against the 850. Or they'll go 845. That ain't the newest DeWalt.
Dude, these are so incredible because as soon as you plug a load in, this number starts shifting immediately, and it'll tell you how many more hours the battery you have. Like within 7 seconds of plugging it in, it'll be like, "This is how many watts you're using." So it tells you exactly how many watts. It's like a watt stopper, or a kilowatt. It's like a kilowatt built in.
It's just like the wife.
Right.
That number starts going down the longer I have it plugged in. And if she gets to 7 seconds, it's like, oh, what you doing? A marathon over here?
So this one, is there a seam there? I'm trying to see. No, there is no seam here. So mine had a, what is that? What does that say? That says battery, extra battery.
It does do 240.
I thought it did, but I wasn't seeing the 240.
Expandable if it links. I haven't read the manual.
Yeah, you need 2 of them, and then you can turn into 240 somehow. I think the cords plug in, and then it comes out to one dongle from the 2.
Yeah. You've seen the one that I have, the little Caterpillar.
Yes. Someone sent you that, right?
Yeah, Caterpillar.
This right here, this is the one that I have. They might not even make mine anymore. They don't even call it power station anymore.
Oh.
They call it a smart device.
Mobile generator, mini generator, what?
They don't make it anymore. Doesn't look like. Hang on.
I can go grab my Caterpillar. It's sitting right over there.
I've got the EcoFlow River with the extra battery. Yeah, that's what I've got.
That sounds so manly when you say it like that.
So my extra battery, you can see the seam here when you zoom in.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. This one doesn't have the battery installed yet. So there's another battery that you can take. You unscrew these feet, and then another battery just plugs directly in there. And you go from 400 watts to like 700 or something. So I've got 700 watts, I think. I don't know what I got anymore.
I'm not going to say a word, but
yeah.
While we were on live here, I just got contacted from a friend of mine at TTI.
Nice.
Who asked me if I'd want to do a video with the pass-through ratchet.
Oh, dude, that's sweet.
This is just between us.
And you said nah. I'm not interested in that.
I feel like, well, if that's an offer, I'm game. Like, let's do it.
See, if we were to build this by ourselves, right? Like, never mind that it's portable. This is awesome because it's portable, but you still need somewhere to set the panels. So if you were to build this yourself,
does it say 9.3 kW? Generates 9.3 kW daily with 3 pieces, 400 portable solar panel.
That doesn't sound right.
That's a 400 watt panel.
That's what it says.
So
that's inflated, right?
Yeah, optimal conditions.
I mean, yeah, in a freaking laboratory with the artificial sun on it at the perfect angle.
So, little known fact: solar panels operate better when it's cooler outside. So my guess, if I had to guess, is they're taking it to the northern part of Alaska, where it's a little cooler, and they're doing it when the sun's out 24 hours a day.
I just realized what they're asking for one panel.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Wow. Look at that, dude. Almost 6K for
forge batteries.
That's 1,200 watts then, right?
$50. Joshua Wilson, if you're going to offer a forge battery for $50, sign me up for 2.
Yep.
Had a decent UPS feature, not as fast as real UPS, but will keep a TV or router on. Well, there you go. Asked me to do a video with an open-ended ratchet. He wasn't anywhere near Milwaukee. Did it involve you physically?
I'm almost afraid to click on this.
Oh, holy crap. The whole home?
Yeah.
7200 kW, 44 watt to 30 kW watt hours, or 30 kilowatt hours. That's actually not bad. The 30 kilowatt hours.
You know, you almost don't need a permit for this, though. Look, it's all plug and play.
Yeah, but you still need a permit for an actual plug and play interface.
That's
A Makita dough. Oh, a driller something. Well, I hope you. I don't know if I hope you did it or didn't. I don't really know.
That looks like the electrical panel right there. That's the whole off-grid setup.
Yep.
And that plugs right
It
in.
looks really good.
It does look really good. No telling how much that thing cost.
Nope, not even looking at it.
$5.40 a day
Per day, right?
All right. So
That's the install. That's install.
is that not how much the equipment costs? That's just the install.
Just the install. Request a quote for installment plans.
So
yeah,
$5 a day times
540, and it takes what? I think the average right now on repayment on solar without batteries is 10 years. With battery backup, with the whole 9 yards, you're talking about 18, 19 years.
2,000 times 20 years.
So that's $40,000.
And that would get you what? That's
finance charges at 47.2.
yeah.
That's the loan shark price. Oh, look. Nope. Enclosed area, yes, like it. Enclosed in garage like that, don't like it.
So, right, you'd need a heat detector unless
Yep.
this thing has its own fire suppression system built in.
Doesn't. You can see.
Right. You'd have to update all your smoke detectors throughout the house. That's probably another $1,000.
Yeah.
You
so it pays for itself in a mirror.
May or may not have the protection from physical damage there. Depending on how
those boxes. So you would, for just that the box area, it should go into a closeted area by itself. Like, I mean, you can have the whole setup in the closeted area.
Yeah.
But they should be protected on all four sides. And not just out loose like that. I know that's just a picture or representation, but it should not be out loose like that ever.
Right. Man, that's wild. I bet you people are buying this too. That's crazy.
Well, people don't know any better.
I mean, if it's one and done, and then you're just gone off grid for a couple of years, maybe.
The car in Kabalooey. Yeah. No. That's not worth it to me.
35-year amortization.
That's not.
Wife backs up the car and boom. Yeah, exactly. Where we're at, we're requesting you to put them 3 feet off the ground, mount them on the wall.
Yep.
At least 3 feet high.
And well, I mean, technically, especially like the end phase ones, you know, they should actually be in a closeted area. Like,
oh, that'd be sick, dude.
Like end phase wants.
That would be sick. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, honestly, if he's gonna offer forged batteries, I'd be a fool. I would appreciate it, but you don't have to.
Yeah, you never.
Anyway, no, with end phase, a matter of fact, I don't want to say all manufacturers, every single one of them. If you've got battery, they want it in a closeted area. They have closets that come with them that encapsulate everything.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Now I'm on the hunt for forge batteries. All right, I hope you find one.
Acme tool.
When are they coming out? Like November, right?
Next month.
Okay.
They're coming out September. They're going to have 3 different releases on batteries. So September, October, November, which tells me they're going to have more than one. But hey.
That's cool. I wish they were the first with it. It'd be a lot more exciting.
Yeah.
I wanted a smaller battery, damn it.
I'm just going to say this. Next month, put the sticky side down, princess.
Sticky side goes down. I'll keep that in mind.
Who can snap a forge battery pick first? I think Milwaukee beat us to that punch.
Yeah, a real one.
I have to ask you guys, were you surprised to see Hercules easily beat DeWalt?
I don't think it was easily, but no, I wasn't.
I kind of was, because that's a 5 amp hour power stack battery on that. I thought it would pick up the difference.
They don't. That's got 21.7s in the 4.0, right?
That's a 5 amp hour battery on the Hercules with standard 18650.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have the 8 amp hour, and if I throw the 8 amp hour battery on that, that's just a 5-inch screw. So any separation is going to be significant. If I did a 10-inch timber lock, then that even gets more exaggerated.
Yeah.
But for a 5-inch screw to have any kind of separation on those two is significant. And I saw, at least in my mind, a significant separation between those two.
Yeah. I just would have loved to seen a 3.5, man. 3.5 for the win instead of a 6.
6. Love it.
Right before I got super sick, we were drilling a whole bunch of holes through brick and using the core drill for an SDS on the flex hammer drill. And we were cutting out granite circles through with the diamond bit on the flex with water. Doing all kinds of stuff for outdoor barbecues and things. And mounting through the brick and just a whole bunch of holes, man. And I had a hard time running through a 3.5. It would last you 3 days. So I know that the 6 is a good size battery. That's why we have the 6 for the 21.7. It just needs to be smaller. Yeah, that's gonna be my thought.
Jamie and I demand a recount. All right, hold on. I got no shame in this game.
You do it again?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, throw on the 1. Is the 1.7 charged?
Of course.
Throw it in there so you can see how bad it is.
You're pathetic.
I know.
You're only 1.7 yet. 1.7.
Like a kid's toy.
There's a kid's toy in your head.
Like a kid's toy.
You can just engulf it. Oh my god.
Look, if you can't beat it with this.
What? Hold up. Even that looks small in your head.
What do you want from me?
The freaking giant over here.
Look, lower this. All right, I think that's going to be the picture that we're going to go
Look,
with.
it's okay. So we showed you guys the quick video where I handed Jermaine, which is my huge friend, probably got bigger hands than souls, believe it or not. I handed him a 840 and I handed him a 1.7, and he's got it now for 2 weeks. And he's going to report back because this guy used to carry a 5.0 Milwaukee battery on when the fuels first started coming out. So maybe the tool was still brushed at this point. An M18 Impact just on his back all day and never took it off and just walked around. And now he's got the Flex and he carries that around all day, and that's even bigger and heavier. So I'm really curious if he can go through a 1.7 throughout a daily task. I think that he should be able to probably deplete a 1.7, I would hope. So I can figure out what a good capacity number is, because I have a hard time going through a 1.7, and I'll be switching that between the circular saw, between the impact, between the drill, and I'll do 3 or 4 tasks around the house, and that thing will still be on half battery.
Do I need to show the batteries are fully charged again?
That's a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to put a 1.7 in a minute?
I don't see the point. We know the 5 gives it a bigger boost.
I just want to see it.
5 amp hour on the Hercules. It's definitely.
Joshua just bought 35 1.7s and 12 5.0s.
Congratulations.
Okay. I apologize. Right. I see the 1.7. We want you to run the 5, but I did want to see the 1.7. I'm sorry if I'm being a pain now. Look how tiny that is, dude. That's crazy. How light is that? Like, you feel like you just knocked somebody out, just throw it across the room? Like, say, imagine Tools and Tactics was in the garage behind you and he was telling you what to do. Dang.
Really? Yeah, they're huge. Look, speed 3 on the Hercules. I'll put the Hercules in my non-dominant hand.
All right. Nice.
The Hercules, that one was even more
Squirrely.
yeah.
Run the 1.7 just for giggles. That's gonna be hot.
On the 1.7, he said. Like, I'm just here for him.
Hey Jack, I see. Hey Jack, what's up, Jack?
Jack?
Jack, cause case.
I'll move this one out here just a little bit further. You want which hand do you want the Hercules in?
I don't make it weird, please. The left one. Yeah, that's level. I can see it.
I need to feel it. It might be just a bit off. That is the finger I lost the tip on. I'll say this for the Hercules. It does feel. Now that's way off. It feels way off, but it says it's on. And if I just look at it here, let me bring it in tighter.
All right.
I guess that's even. All right. I'll give the DeWalt the best chance it had. It actually performed better in my right hand than in my left. Why that is, I don't know. But in the race of who's the best,
Nice.
that time the Revolve won.
Well, so now how do you feel about amp hours?
Nothing has changed on me.
You do it again.
What is this? Like you're getting free content out of me now?
We're getting free content right now, guys.
Is that still in the shot?
Josh, yeah. Joshua says 1.7 for the W.
That looks good.
Don't forget, you got to break that battery in.
Who was it that said you had to break in that drill?
A tool? That was your buddy, Mancaver. He said that.
Right, so am I.
There's a little bit of truth to that. Just a little bit.
They look good right there, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't know.
I don't know. Better run that 5 again.
This makes me curious a little.
Joshua says, "Hell yeah, I'm here for the free show."
Oh,
Change hands. The left always wins. George Ordway.
we're not going to cheat at all.
All right.
So nobody think we're cheating.
Right.
I'm just wondering if there's like in this area here.
Joshua says, "Oh, by the way, Milwaukee linesman came stiff. I don't know how else to phrase that." Yeah. So when you go to a supply house, I think they have like an old guy in the back that just sits there and does this with the clients, and he breaks them all in and then he puts them back in the package for you. It's so weird, man. You go to a supply house and usually the tools are broken in.
Because they're buying returns.
They were doing what?
They're buying returns.
Yeah. Kind of like you got an old guy in the back that sharpens the panel cans.
Yeah.
100%, dude. He's back there with a file, just making sure those things are razor sharp.
Look fairly even.
Yeah. Ooh.
That would really be bad.
Ooh. Can you imagine if that had stacked lithium?
You could just hear this. So that's the DeWalt.
Yeah.
This is not a fair contest. That was not fair. I'm going to put my favorite one back.
Got Kansas Tools in the house. And hey, Ollie, we're glad you're watching.
I'm going to put my favorite one back.
Hang on, I put my face on the screen somehow, if I can figure it out. Hang on.
I have another 840.
Hey, Ollie, we're glad you're watching. Thanks.
Oh, I know. I know how to test this theory of yours. I know how to test this one.
All right.
Just so happens that I got the old 887. Do a little DeWalt on DeWalt crime right now.
What do you got?
840.
Oh, versus 850. Give the 850 the 5.
840, 887.
Ooh. All right.
with a power stack.
There you go.
Let me make sure this power stack fully charged on the 887.
Very nice. George Orwell said, "Is that pressure treated pine?" Ooh, I can't even talk.
Yes, this is pressure treated pine.
Beautiful.
840 had it all. That
The 840 did have it, but which one has the 5 right now?
Neither one.
Oh, okay.
So coming out, they're virtually identical.
Joshua wants you to bring out the fire starting 885. Oh, 885, yeah.
Right here.
Those are 5-inch?
Yeah.
Nice.
They just don't look like 5 inches in my hand.
They don't, but I was looking at your pinky or your fingernails, and I could tell that they were pretty big.
So they're even right there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the 5 amp hour on the 887
Okay.
and the 1.7 on the 840.
All right.
I'm also going to switch hands.
Mid-drive. That's impressive.
Much closer with the 5
Yeah.
on the 887.
Yeah.
But not where you would notice.
That's true.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. That 840 is tiny, too.
Yeah. The 840 is my favorite impact from the wall.
One of my favorite impacts, you're not going to like this. One of my it might have been because of its time. I don't know. It was like one of the first of its kind. But Makita had a red and white 10.8 volt. And then later they changed it to 12 volt. Get the exact same everything, just rebranded it to 12 because Milwaukee came out with theirs. And that tiny little impact, man, was so good for its size.
It's a little higher. That about even to you?
Yes.
All right. So let's try it again with the 1 point. Actually, switch the battery. I'm going to put the 1.7 on the 887. And I'm going to put the 5 on the 840. Then I'm officially going to be done. Because it's getting harder to hold the tools straight.
Yeah. Dang.
That blew it out of the water. So
Yeah, it did.
I would say that's a fairly significant result.
Yeah, there you go.
So the 5 does increase the performance of both those tools by a little bit, but neither one of them are going to compete against the best.
Yeah, I'd agree. The DeWalt, it's still great though, man. I mean, you look at it, you're driving a 5-inch lag. I mean, the 887 has been brought back to life with that newer tech.
Yeah.
That's great.
What did I miss?
You didn't really miss too much.
I just hope you guys didn't like the shakes and stuff when I'm holding the tools didn't bother you too awful damn much.
That was my favorite part. It made me feel better about myself.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I needed that. Thank you.
Can you control the countersink with all that? Not running 2 at the same time. But if you're like, it just depends on your trigger control. I think the trigger on the DeWalt is more responsive than maybe a a Milwaukee, certainly a rigid. It's not the best though. I think Metabo is the best trigger.
The Metabo feels real good. I do like the Metabo.
Yeah.
Well, man, we've been on here for quite some time. I didn't have any kids in the house, so I figured I'd make the most of it.
Yeah, 2 hours 14 minutes.
Yeah, going for a
Well,
record here.
Just so you all know, I'm going to be doing a Hercules versus DeWalt impact driver video, and then a DeWalt versus DeWalt impact driver video.
Nice.
But I want to do something real quick. I want to see if these guys really. Why I originally got out the rigid and then I put it away.
Oh yeah.
But I want to just bring the tools over here so they can hear it.
It's 2 hour and 22-minute Tuesday.
So y'all are gonna have to tell me if you can hear this difference. So that's full bore. That's full bore on the 840.
Yeah.
And that's with the 5 amp hour power stack. So that's full bore. All right. I am going to put the rigid in speed 2. Right? I just want to hear if you guys can hear the difference. That's speed.
StreamYard cut it off, but it resembled the dentist drilling, like it was so fast.
That's speed 2.
We couldn't even hear it that second time. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I can fix the setting on there. Let me go in there.
We could hear it for the first like half a second.
And echo cancellation.
It did mute faster the second time.
So we're gonna try this. If it lets me get out of there.
Oh,
All right.
rip ears.
So we're gonna try. That sounds all right, right? Did it reduce? All right, now listen. Rigid speed 2. Now, if I go to, this is speed 3. Just like literally, you guys know this, you get to the point where you've used enough tools, you can just go by the sound of the tool.
Yeah.
As to how it's going to perform. This to this, that ain't a fair matchup.
I already know the Flex sounds faster than that though.
Unfortunately for you, it's just not faster than the rigid.
It's not.
No. I showed you live that one night where I had to put a
tape on it. That's right.
No, where I had to put like a small battery on the rigid and then a LiPo battery on the Flex.
Not driving it faster. No, that echo's
you
getting
think
old.
It sounds faster?
That echo.
I know a guy.
You do? Sorry about the echo, guys. Guys.
Just so happens that I know a guy that owns the Flex Quick Eject.
Nice.
Which I got a moth flying around me because of the light. But I just so happen to know a guy that owns the Flex Quick Eject.
Copper.
That sounds pretty beefy.
No. We tried.
Yeah. again, when you've been using it for a long time, you can just kind of hear that. That's a 6 with a 6, so a 6 amp hour flex volt or a 6 amp hour LiPo battery on the flex, and a 6 amp hour battery on the rigid. And I'll tell you this: if I throw the 8 on that rigid, it's no contest.
Oh yeah.
It's over.
Well,
But let me fix the settings.
yeah, you
back
got to
so I'm
fix the
not blowing
settings
their
so I can
innings.
talk.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
Boom. All right, you should be good now.
Dude, that's crazy how good that programming is on StreamYard. I got to go because someone's fixing to come in here. So, got to go.
All right, he's getting drilled.
Yeah, appreciate all the support. See you guys in the next one.
How does the flex turbo hammer work? So the hammer in all hammer drills, it works by lifting the hammer up and then using the weight to come down to drive it. But there you go. So don't forget, all you Makita guys that are out there, blow them like you know them.
We'll see you later. Also, we got potential merch coming out because I know somebody that might have an embroidery machine that does some custom stuff. So we're in talks.
I want that Belky shirt made.
We'll see you later.